Hey Coasters, what is up? It's your girl Mel. Sorry I haven't not been active in a few weeks, but my world is crazy. And if you haven't guessed already, I'm sick! Yay! Love being sick, you know, it's just so rejuvenating. Anyway, that is why my voice is all groggy and disgusting right now. But yeah, so see any new changes at all? Anywhere? Maybe my hair? I just recently dyed this, and it was a long process, let me tell you, and I'd like to talk about that. But first, let me introduce you to my beautiful child. You guys, this is Gertrude. I birthed him. Okay, now to the crazy story of how I got my hair this way. So first, if you've seen my last video, I had brown to blonde, and it was really pretty, yeah, but like I was getting bored with it, and I was like, I think it's time to dye my hair again. Because originally, me bleaching my hair, the blonde that I got professionally done, by the way, that was my gateway hair dyeing drug. So I got the hair dyeing genies again. so I was like, okay, well, I'll just bleach my ends, and so I'll make it white, and so then I'll dye my whole head, and then it'll go from a dark purple to a light purple, right? Okay, so I do that, and it goes, okay, whatever. My ends are totally dead, but that's okay. I'll just cut some off, and, which I didn't cut it off, by the way, and so I go to get Manic Panic, and I put it in my hair, and then I washed it out with hot water, and I shampoo my hair with dandruff shampoo, because I have dandruff. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because if you wash your hair with hot water and dandruff shampoo after putting in a semi-permanent dye, it comes completely out. Like, my roots did not change. I spent 3 hours, mind you, this was 3 in the morning, okay? And I spent 3 hours with my thick hair and my distracting mind putting in purple in my whole head, and then I wash it out, and it left with blue tips. Ugh! I wanted to shoot myself. And so I'm left with this, right? Here's a picture. And so then and then I talked to my hairdresser friend, and she's like, yeah, you have to do this, this, and this. And so I go to get permanent dye, okay? And then I get the developer and everything, and then I get bleach, and so I'm bleaching my hair, and I did it with like a 1-to-1 ratio. It burned me. It burned my freaking scalp. And so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just leave it in for 30 seconds and then wash it out and then do the next session. And it was terrible, and I did not know how to bleach hair. And so then I do that, and then I come with like a little bit lighter hair, but like, it's not blonde. And so then I put in the permanent dye, but halfway through putting in my permanent dye, I ran out of developer, so I'm like, okay, I'll just use conditioner. No! No, Melina! No! Don't do that! Because it's one of those dyes where you can't put conditioner in it and it'll be just like developer. Because it needs developer. Ugh. I'm stupid. And so I waste like a half a bottle of conditioner on something that'll just wash out 2 days later. Like it totally washed out, and it was terrible. And so then I thought my problem was that I did not bleach enough. And so then I bleached my hair again. So this is what, like the third time I'm dyeing my hair? And so I bleach it and everything. And I'm like, okay, I'll use the permanent dye again. And I'll use the conditioner again, because because that wasn't my problem to begin with. And so I do that again, and it's, mind you, I'm staying up till 2 in the morning, 3 days straight, and I have like a no sleep, because I have to get up at 5 for school, so I'm basically going like 3 hours of sleep a night, or 2.5. So then I go through all that, and I'm like, oh god. And then finally, when I'm at my like 5th time dyeing my hair, my arms are hurting. I have cramps in my back. It's 3 in the morning. I'm like, why am I doing this? So I go to sleep with the dye in my hair. I go to sleep with the dye in my hair. And then I wake up the next morning and I look at it. I'm like, wow, my hair's gonna fall out. And then thankfully, my hair didn't fall out because it's like, I think it's one of those dyes where it just kind of like stops working after 2 hours of leaving it in your hair. So it's like, okay, whatever, that's okay. My hair didn't fall out. It was cool. It was fine. And so then I tell my friend everything that I'm doing. And she's like, wow, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong. You need to bleach your hair again and get it into a really, really blonde. And then you can dye your hair with a semi-permanent dye the correct way. I'm like, okay, all right. So I need to dye my hair 3 more times. I need to bleach it twice and then put in the dye again. And so I bleach my hair again twice, and I get to this. And it's really pretty. And I love this color so much, honestly. When I bleached it, and it was like a gingery, like strawberry, light blonde. I actually really liked it, and I kind of wanted to keep it in for a while more, but like, yeah. And so, being the doofus I am, I was like, okay, I'll use the rest of my permanent dye. It's not gonna, I mean, it's gonna work the same, right? No. Put in the semi-permanent, because it's more of the color you're gonna want. Ugh. So yeah, the permanent dye didn't go well. I don't know what I did at that point. I'm not sure, but like I did something wrong and it came out within a day. It started like this in the morning, and then it faded like so fast, and it came to like this at the end of the day, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, awesome. And so finally, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm in Alabama right now at a chorus competition. I'm gonna get 3 things of dye, of semi-permanent dye, and I'm gonna dye my hair that night. And so I did. And I'm back home in Florida, and I dyed my hair with Arctic Fox, Purple Rain, I think, and it works so well. And it was like, it's the color I want, and it's like less of a hassle. I'm like, why did I keep trying to use permanent dye? Like, why? Why, Melina? Do you have to be like this? So yeah, that was my hair dyeing experience. I hope you guys got something out of that. If you want to dye your hair this color, or like something vibrant like this, that's blue, green, something, don't use permanent dye because it's like, it's less vibrant. This has lasted for like a week now, and I'm so happy with it. And do not wash your hair with dandruff shampoo if you're using semi-permanent. It takes it right out. It like, literally, it's terrible. Wash your hair with cold water, not hot water, because hot water will wash it out more too. I did not realize that at the beginning, and that's why I had such a problem. So yeah. Alright, coasters, leave me your hair dyeing nightmare stories down in the description if you've ever dyed your hair, or just any nightmare stories that you have, and I'll reply to them. And I love you guys. pray for my voice because I'm dying right now. Social media down in the description. Remember to like and comment and stuff like that because you're cool. And yeah. Say bye to Gertrude. Bye, coasters.